purpose of the World Food Organization is to give recommendations, so we don't give orders, recommendations to the use or the consumption of food dependent on the task you are doing in society. The background is, the evolutionary and scientific background is that the food influences the way we behave, we feel, and we act. So, for example, a hunter eats meat, and a hunter has to be rational, logical. So in his behavior, he has to be very attentive to what nature is doing, what the physical laws are doing, because if he doesn't do that, he will not be a successful hunter. So a hunter eats meat, he goes out into nature, he does his task, shoots the animal, catches the animal, and then after a successful hunt, he returns home and he consumes mainly meat. On the opposite, if you stay in the group, in the flock, if you stay in the village, in the inside, in a protected area, then you mainly eat plant-based foods, and hence you need to behave like a good member of a flock. So that means you look what your neighbor's doing, you look what in many cases, what your kids, what the elderly people, what your other members in your group are doing, and rather than acting in a rational and logical way, you act in a social and emotional way. So both behaviors are not like good or bad, it's just that they are like that. And now, obviously, we can be the Nietzschean overman, so we eat plants, but we still try, very hard to think rationally. Yes, that works because we are rational beings, we can be rational beings, and we can kind of try to dominate our, the underlying natural behavior of our brain, natural tendency of our brain. We can overcome that, but it is a struggle, an active struggle. So that means if a hunter eats plants, he might still, catch the prey, but not in the same way, not with the same accuracy, maybe at 90%, 80% accuracy. Yeah? And nature, evolution, over many thousands of generations, looks at these little differences. So that means somebody that eats meat will be the better hunter than somebody that eats plants. And somebody that eats plants will be the better caretaker, social member of a flock than a meat eater. So that is actually why we recommend this so-called task-relevant nutrition. Yeah, so that is the scope of the WFO, the World Food Organization, giving out World Food Orders or World Food Recommendations. Now, think about it. Try to contribute. Try it out in your own life. And the World Food Organization will give you kind of guidelines how to successfully adapt food to the tasks you're doing. So, for example, if a man, like in a partnership, in a family, is taking care of the kids, stays at home, is maybe in preschool, a preschool teacher or a teacher for elementary school, this could be actually very good if you add plants. While if the wife goes out and is an engineer, is a technical manager, not like a social manager, like a people's manager there. You need maybe more social skills than technical skills. But if the woman has very rational tasks to do and requires rational skills, she should mainly eat animal-based foods. And now there's no black and white, but it's if you in tendency consume more animal-based food, you'll be more rational and logical thinking. And when you eat more plant-based foods, you will be more social and emotional thinking and behavior. So dig into this deeper and you'll see it will work out, and it will. That is the goal of the WFO. It will result in a better society, better adapted to the tasks a society needs.